All right, welcome to Dean Bodi Show. Dean Bodi Show. How is everybody doing? What's going on? DeanBodi.com is the website. We got the links on there for the YouTube channel and for the podcast link. Apple, Spotify, wherever you get podcasts. The YouTube channel is DeanBodi space show. YouTube channel. Check out all of the episodes, the teasers, because the teasers have Bodi in every shot because we do kind of the selfie mode. And, you know, Bodi needs to be in the shot because without the Bodi, there's no Dean Bodi Show. Oh, yeah. Good girl, Bodi. Good girl. Good girl, Bodi. She's the best girl in the world. The best. The best. DeanBodi.com, 800-878-9698, the Bodi hotline. She's waiting for the call. We had the one caller the other day. Another shout out to Will. Why? Because he's the first caller. Congratulations on the wedding. Carolyn, Will, you guys are the greatest. You'll always be the number one caller on the Dean Bodi Show. Thanks again so much. And Bodi's waiting for some more calls. Say where you're from. Say something funny. Oh, I don't know. Where are you from? New Hampshire, Rhode Island, who knows? Where you from? Miami, Florida? Let us know. Say your first name. Do a little sing-along. We like the sing-alongs on this one. All the waiters in your grand cafe leave the tables when you blink. Oh, every dog must have his every day. Every drunk must have his drink. Don't wait for answers, just take your chances. Don't ask me why. Ba, 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 da, ba, 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 ba. Billy Joel sing-along. Oh! How many hits does that guy have? Oh, man, gotta love the Billy Joel. And, hey, we're gonna have some fun today. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell. Leave a nice 5-star rating and a nice review on the podcast. We're in this together. The numbers are climbing every day. We're so excited. Far-reaching. All kinds of different countries are tapping into the Dean Bodi from the stats I looked at. Really? Like Germany? I don't know. Tokyo is on board? All kinds of places. How fun is this? So, ring the bell. You don't want to miss any of these shows. Why? Because these are real shows. Come on. We flip the mic on. We go A to Z. We put it right in the can. Done. That's it. So, guess where we're going today? We're calling this one the Unexpected Appendix. Oh, yeah. Man, 2017 was a wild ride for me. And so I'm walking around the apartment one day, and I feel a little bit of a pain. The lower right quadrant of the abdomen. And I'm feeling around, a little tender, felt like a little gas. And wasn't paying much attention to it. The next day, it got a little worse. And then the next day, a little even more worse. It takes a lot from me because the kid has a high threshold. If you're from Jersey, it's threshold. So, threshold of pain. And it started really wailing on me. And then all of a sudden, I walk into the kitchen, I whip up a nice little protein drink, I drink it down, and I felt like there was a leakage. Oh! I knew things weren't right. I felt like it was appendicitis because of where it was located. And then after the drink, and I felt something go a little bit south. Not normal. You know when things are not normal. So I go to the urgent care. And the urgent care looks me over, and I'm in a lot of pain. He does takes the blood from me. He checks the temperature and all my vitals. Temperature was up. White blood cell count was up. He looked at me and he said, "You need to go to the emergency room right now." Oh, okay. I guess you're not giving me a ride. So off to the emergency room I went. I had to get Bodi all situated. We took her to the pet paradise. And it turns out that I was away from her for about 6 days. Oh, man. What a project. They took me into the surgery that night. And I continued to work. As they got me on the gurney going down, I called up one of my people that I consult with. And I didn't tell them what I was doing or anything, but I just wanted to say that I had a consultation while I was being wheeled down on a gurney on the way to the ER. To the operating room. So, that was wild. It was painful. And when the surgeon came in and he goes, "We're going to take you in for surgery right away." Man, I tell you, I caught this thing in time because that can turn into a real mess if things leak too long. Hey, these can be life-threatening situations. But the way they do it now, they go in there with the little cameras and the little lasers, and they go in there and they pull the thing out like through your belly button. You can't even tell it was done. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay, I was home. Wow, after 6 days of going through that, not a good time. There's a part 2 to this in 2017. That was around February. And then in June, we had another little thing. I'm going to save that for another conversation. But, man, it came out of nowhere. There's no warning signs sometimes. It could obviously be a lot worse, but, what are you going to do? You keep moving forward. The body heals. Thank God for the emergency care system in our country. We have the best. The end. Unbelievable. If it wasn't for the emergency care and getting us through half the crises that we've gone through in our life, I don't know, 90-something% of us wouldn't even be walking around the planet right now. Let's be honest. So shout out to the surgeons, shout out to the medical doctors, shout out to all the people that are on the front line right now with the urgent cares and the emergency situations. Seriously, this is not an easy job, and I'm so grateful that I'm here to live another day, because remember, it's 400 trillion to 1 that you're even born. Yay, you made it! Your mom and dad decided to have one more glass of wine, and here you are! Go get 'em, kid! Hey, Millie!
Yeah? Did you hear that? 400 trillion to 1 that you're even born! Oh, wow, that's unbelievable! I'm so grateful!
So, all the waiters at your grand cafe leave the tables when you blink. Oh, every dog must have his every day. Every drunk must have his drink. Don't wait for answers, just take your chances. Don't ask me why. Ba 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 ba. Zip-a-dee-da-doo-da-day. Whoa, I love Billy Joel 'cause he's the greatest. Unbelievable. The concert was the greatest. Wow. So, that being said, that's the appendix story. Look out, because you never know what's coming. Be prepared for whatever. Anyways, things happen. We're going to take a little right turn right now. You know why? Because I want to look back on the days I remember, Fat Tuesdays, and the crazy frozen drinks that they used to have at this place called Fat Tuesdays. Like, for example, the 190 Octane, I think it was called. Oh, I don't know. Grain alcohol in a frozen slushie. I would always get the large. I don't know. My back would break out because of the sugar and all of this craziness, man. It was like the temperature would go up. You'd get the brain freeze. These things were like deadly. Yeah, Fat Tuesdays, man. Those were the days when we had one in the plaza behind the Studebakers we worked at around the corner. Those drinks never agreed with me ever on every aspect of it. I don't know, hard to breathe, brain freeze. Oh, I know what we're going to do. Let's order another one. Oh, so anyway, just a quick shout out to Fat Tuesdays. Just a nice, crazy memories of that place. That's the worst hangover ever. Thank you so much. The time I was in New Orleans and I spent the night in jail. Here he goes! I went out there for a seminar, and they were going to use me as the Florida guy to open up a new clinic. I was going to work in it. It was a whole thing. They recruited me. and I went for the training. And everybody went down after the training was over. We went down to Bourbon Street just to have a little bit of a good time. And guess who decided to wander off by himself? Oh, I did. Open container. I'm walking down Bourbon Street all the way to the end where things get a little bit shady down there. You got to watch yourself. I'm walking around with the open container like I know where I'm going, and I don't. Oh, the police pull up. You're not allowed to walk around with the open container. In you go. Off to jail. And there was no conversation or nothing. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm here in a seminar. And all those two officers did were laughing and taking me in. Like it was like they looked forward to taking somebody who was visiting to spend the night in jail. I get up the next day after spending the night in this nasty jail, talked to the judge, I got a ticket, and I got sent on my way. Needless to say, it didn't go over very well with the guy who wanted to recruit me for Florida office. Not good, and that kind of ended the conversation there. We got into a little argument, and he was like, oh, you're going out for the NFL, and you're going to do this and do that? I said, I just want to get out of here. And off I went. I flew back home. That's the New Orleans story. Hey, it wasn't meant to be. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just having a little fun like everybody else. All right. Anyways, we don't drink anymore. We're on the straight and narrow now. Clean and sober, almost 4 years. Done. I don't want to be buzzed anymore. Done. I don't need any help in that department. Done. I want to handle my anxiety and depersonalization, derealization head on. Get to let the brain rewire. Eating clean. Keeping myself dialed in with the fitness as much as possible. And I got my Bodi. She's a good girl, Bodi. She's the best girl in the world. She's the good girl, Bodi. Yeah, she's the best girl in the world. Ho! DeanBodi.com is the website. Come on, go on there. You got the podcast link on there. Apple, Spotify, wherever you get podcasts. Leave a nice 5-star rating and a nice review. You can do it. I need your help. Bodi needs your help. Bodi needs your help. Please, can you help? Universal Face. Thank you for all your support. We appreciate it. Dean Bodi YouTube channel. DEANBODI space show is the YouTube channel. It's got all the teasers with Bodi in it. It's got all the episodes in there. We're into the 70s already. How much fun is this? These are real shows. You got to ring the bell. You don't want to miss any of these shows. We're going to take a hard right turn right now. Get away from New Orleans. Get away from Fat Tuesdays and those brain freeze drinks. Oh, and the time that I went to, it wasn't called Supercuts. It was like a sports cuts. They got all these really good-looking chicks working there, and the guys go in and get their haircuts. And one of these places, you get to watch sports. Hey, you want a beer while you're waiting? Sure, one of these places. And the girl took me back, and I wanted to just get my head shaved. I never had it done before by somebody else because I always do it. And she says to me, I don't want to use my electric clippers, which I was hoping that she was going to do, and just go, and be done. That's all. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. But she didn't want to use those, the electric one, because she just had it clean. She just had things sharpened, and she just didn't want to, I don't know what the excuse was, but that's why you got it sharpened, so you could use it. Hello? So she decided to use a straight razor. And unless you really know what you're doing, like old school barber, you don't trust anybody with a straight razor, ever. So I gave her a chance. And what happened? Whammo! She nicked my top lip. Blood is going everywhere. And she looked at me like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, God. Yeah, true story. Never went back there. No, I didn't complain like a little baby and all. I think I even tipped her anyway. I just wanted to get out of there. I put the tissue on it. It took about, I don't know, a week to really heal. I could have made a big to-do and a big stink. She made an honest mistake. I don't think she was trying to kill me. Otherwise, she would have sliced my throat. So, the nick was right there underneath the nose. What a place for it to go, because right there, those little blood vessels there, the bleeding never stops. All the waiters in your grand cafe leave the tables when you blink. Oh, every dog must have his every day. Every drunk must have his drink. Don't wait for answers, just take your chances. Don't ask me why. Ba 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 dee da doo doo doo. Let's check something here. Man, we're having a great time today. Fun stories, man. And as I'm looking here, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day, dee-da-doo, zabba-da-ba-da-dee, yabba-da-boo-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Talking about specialty drinks, all the places I worked at, not all of them had the specialty drinks. Studebakers with the ice cream drinks and some of their special things like Chantilly lace with a pretty face, yabba-dee, zabba-da-ba-da-doo. Some of these ice cream drinks, some of the Oreo drinks, you know, they were delicious, I gotta admit, but a pain in the neck to make. Oh yeah! And we had the old cool looking soda glasses from back in the day, and you know, the sock hoppy days and all that stuff. The waitresses dressed like the cheerleaders, and the guys with the suspenders, man, we were dialed in. That place was so dialed in, it was crazy. But the drinks were yummy. But the pre-made drinks, I worked in some of these places, like if anybody who like had a special like margarita night, margaritas 3-for-1 Wednesdays, you know you're gonna pre-make them, buckets of pre-made margaritas, and they just are all watered down, not good. Never wanted the pre-made drinks, never liked serving them, never liked drinking them. Always fresh is better. I just wanted to give a shout out to whoever's doing the pre-made stuff. Shut it down. Enough. So that being said, look, let's make it a great day. Keep it positive. Keep an eye on it. Keep your immune system strong. You have to eat clean. You want some tips right now? Whole food multi-mineral vitamin, a whole food. Ask somebody if you don't know, because your body knows what whole food is. It doesn't know what fractions of things are. Fractions just cause more stress in your system. So get a whole food multi-mineral to supplement the food. Because at Dean Bodi, we say it all the time, the most powerful drug in the world begins with an F and ends with a D, food. That being said, get out there and get some sunshine. Go for some walks daily. You got to get out there 40, 50 minutes, go for the walks. I went on a nice, what I call empty stomach cardio walk with my best bud Bodi today. And that means before your first meal, get out there and go. 40, 50 minutes, you're going to burn more fat that way. So you can stay lean and mean and be a machine. Oh, yeah. So that being said, let's make it a great day. DeanBodi.com is the website. Good girl, Bodi. Good girl. Good girl, Bodi. She's the best girl in the world. Yeah. 800-878-9698. The Bodi Fun Line. Call it. Leave something fun on there. Leave a sing-along. Anything you want to sing. Your voice is the best voice. We love the rough edges over here at Dean Bodi. You don't have to be polished. We don't. It's all good, man, because we like making the mistakes. Hey, you want to shuffle the verses around? You want to make up your own words and put them in different places in the song? Do it. You do you. You do it the way you think it's supposed to sound. That's all. And let Mr. and Mrs. Perfect have a hissy fit about it. We won't. Have an awesome day. We will talk at you tomorrow. We do this daily because Dean Bodi, we know life comes at you daily, not weekly and monthly. DeanBodi.com. Have an awesome day. See you later. Bye now.